Hey, Cuthla here. Um, Now this is my game review for a game I've recently started playing. It's pretty fun. I mean, it's not bad. It's an MMO called Champions Online, and it is I don't know. I like it. It's pretty decent. I went and found the trailer, so I'm gonna put that in and let you guys take a look at that. So tell me what you think.
This is Defender. We could use more armored units at City Hall, and we have wounded here.
Red Snake, you have incoming contact. Witchcraft, Ironclad, Black Mask. What's your situation?
The undead are numerous and running amok. We're falling back to Force Station Steelhead.
Go forth, my children, and feed upon the living.
I'm just finishing up my patrol now. What the? I was wrong. Things are starting to heat up.
The battle rages onward. Victory will be ours.
Calling all champions. This is a global distress call. Report to the nearest crisis zone and engage the enemy.
Metahumans ejected. Engaging targeting lock.
Now with Champions, one of the nice things about it is the fact that, because comparisons are obviously going to be made. So let's get right down to the brass tacks. In terms of against World of Warcraft, um, Champs has its strengths and weaknesses, which World of Warcraft. There are actually some points that World of Warcraft actually has a hard time contending against some of the things that Champions Online brings to it. The biggest thing being is the fact that Champions is an incredibly customizable game, from character creation to the costuming of your character and whatnot. There's not really a lot that World of Warcraft can do against that. World of Warcraft is pretty set. I mean, when you pick a character in World of Warcraft, that character is going to look like what it is. And no matter what type of armor you have or anything like that, an Orc Warrior looks like the next Orc Warrior. Now, with Champions, their customization is massive. I mean, I think I read somewhere it said that Champs has something like 60,000 possible combinations for characters in terms of costume, clothing, face, body type. The customization that can be done just in characters alone is immense. And it's definitely something that World of Warcraft just cannot compete against when it comes to that. You the customization you can make with your character in World of Warcraft is minimal at best. And Champs, like I said, it is through the roof. You can make anything you can think of and whatnot, just with all the things that are available to use. So, um, it's probably the greatest strength of Champions Online is how customizable it is. Um, It does have its lackings, though. It lacks in the content department, which is something that World of Warcraft is king in. Content is so-so. I mean, it's limited to the different zones you go to and whatnot. Unlike World of Warcraft, like with Twilight Council, they have Twilight Council goes all the way back to vanilla. Wow, and they have made a big, huge resurgence in Cataclysm. While in Champions, like if you're in the starting city, Millennium City, and so you have like 4 or 5 different gangs you can run up against. You have a couple different terrorist organizations that are hiding around there. And then you have a handful of quests that refer to one of the big threats in the game, one of the huge, massive boss fights later in the game. And so with like his Doctor Destroyer's minions wandering around doing this and that. So um and that's pretty much a lot of content just for the Millennium City area. And then you go north, there's content there. You can go to like Canada or you can go to the desert, and the content changes per zone that you go to and whatnot. But it doesn't. It just there's not a lot of it there, which is the big problem. So, but I mean, all in all, though, personally myself, I like Champ. I mean, despite the fact that its lack of content and just being about mid-size. I mean, World of Warcraft is huge. Champs is so-so. I mean, it's fairly big, but it's nowhere near as big as World of Warcraft. Um, but it is fun. I mean, it is fun to actually go and make the superhero and then take the superhero and level them up. Now, you're not going to get to the big, huge levels like you can in World of Warcraft, and World of Warcraft ain't exactly a big, huge level game itself. It stops at 85. Champs, on the other hand, stops at 40. So, but I mean, it is fun, and it's definitely different from World of Warcraft. It's the main reason why I'm playing it right now. Why I'm playing Champs right now is because I'm trying to avoid burnout on World of Warcraft. So I'm just playing around with this one. And the other big thing about it actually gives it a step up over World of Warcraft is that it's free. A little while ago, they went to a free for all mode, which is anybody can sign up for it and play it, provided your computer can run it. You get a silver account, which gives you 2 characters to start with, but pretty much almost all the content, with the exception of a few things, is unlockable to a silver account. Because you could go and get yourself a gold account if you want, and that's actually just paying a subscription fee of about like $15 a month. And that opens up most stuff. And if you really feel like going whole hog on it and stuff, you can go and get a lifetime to where you shell out something like $300 or whatnot, and you've got access to everything in the game, provided you can get your hands on it. So, I mean, there is stuff that you can pay for it, but, when most of the stuff is already unlocked via just having a silver account, it really becomes optional if you actually want to spend any money on it. Because, like I said, I've been having fun with it, and I haven't put a dime into it. So, but I do think it's at least worth a shot. Give it a try, see what you think. And at the very least, I don't think you'll be disappointed with it. As the trailer showed, I mean, there's looks like some pretty good and fun and intense fights to be had in the game. Just remember, if you're a big content or lore guy, Champs ain't gonna have it for you. But other than that, it's definitely worth the time to take a look at and go and make a superhero to do battle with the forces of evil. So, anyhow, that's my game review. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.